everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Plants, and today we are doing some spreads for some of my patrons over on my top tier of Patreon. Today we have spreads for Katrina and Gina, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first spread we're going to be doing is for Katrina, and she asked for a Jasmine or Tiana spread. I'm going to go with Jasmine only because I really don't have any more Tiana stickers because I use them all, but I have a lot of Jasmine stickers to work with. So we're going to be using those today. So I'm going to go in. This is Princess Magic. I have these Jasmine stickers. I also pulled out these scraps because I thought these were really pretty. And then I also have the mini version of the Princess Plants and the classic version. So we're going to kind of be using a little bit of both, I think, to kind of get more stuff in here. But let's go ahead and start getting some things in here. So I'm going in with scraps because I love scraps and they're my favorite thing to use. So we're going to go in with these today to kind of just spiffy up the pages. I am using the clear version. I feel like once I'm done, I just love the clear. Like, look how pretty that looks. Once it's down on the paper, it's just gorgeous. All right, and then I'm going to use this piece here, and we'll do that on there. And then I'm going to get this flat piece, and I think I'm going to stick this one down at the bottom. Or if I have it at the top, it could kind of be the sky. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. I want it to be the sky, the night sky. Okay, and then we'll stick some of this in there. And the first thing I'm going to grab, because I said the sky, I'm going to stick Jasmine and Aladdin right up here and stick them in my night sky that I put there. And then we're going to see, I'm going to grab a quote. And we'll stick this right over here. Kind of just make that look pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the big book here and pull out some full boxes. So I'm going to stick one over here. And then I have a couple that I can kind of work with here. So let's grab, I'm going to actually grab this one. It's a monthly box, but we're going to make it work. I'm going to open up what is this called? The mini version. And I'm going to pull out, we have like these little mini vertical, but it'll be fun to kind of layer those. So I'm going to pull out one of these, and then I'm going to layer that on top of there to get that in there. And then we'll kind of see what other little pieces we have in here. Okay, I have a smaller version of Raja and Jasmine, so I am going to pull that one out to stick over here. So we'll stick that right in there. I have a genie lamp in here. So I'm going to pull that out. Kind of stick that over there. And there's lots of like little pieces in here too that I can pull out. I'm just trying to get a little bit. I'm going to put the big Jasmine that I have over here too. So we'll pull her out. Stick her in here. I kind of want her on this side. I'm thinking right over there. I love big stickers. Apu! I mean, we have him right there, but we're going to stick him in here again because he's just so cute. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with some of the itty bitty pieces. And then we'll go in with our functional in between all of that. So just want to kind of get in these decorations, and then we'll do our best to work around it. I love these big stickers. I haven't used them in a long time, and I'm kind of mad about it because they're really pretty. I just love the look of big stickers. Stick a little bit more of that blue in here because it's too pretty to not use. So I'm going to add some more of it. I'm kind of using this as like the sky. So just getting in a little bit more of that. Layer that underneath. Get in our sky pieces. Okay, let me go in with some functional before I get too carried away, because shocker, do that a lot. I'm going to go in with pastel because I have this blue in pastel. So we're going to go in with that first, and we're going to do all of our functional with that. So I'm pulling out pastel functional boxes. Between these two colors, I feel like they're going to work great to get all of that in. So I'm going to start just pulling out some boxes here. And then that way we can kind of work around them for any other things we need to put in. But we'll put at least a box a day. A box a day for all of the plans. Okay. And then let's grab another big one. Stick over here. And then we have a small one to fit in there. And then let's go with a bigger. Oh, finish these ones. I use this color a lot apparently because I finished one of the pages. I'm going to rip that out. Apparently I use this color a lot, so that's good to know. I'm going to stick this like in the middle over here-ish. Okay, and then we're going to go back to that other shade. I'm going to go with the smaller this time because I feel like I've used the bigger of it this whole time. Okay, so we have a box a day for work schedule or whatever is needed. And then I'm going to break it up a little bit with more of this really pretty blue color. I have one more piece, so I'm like, I feel like I can use it. I just got to figure out the best way to use it. I really like it down here, though. Stick it down there, and then I'll trim off a little bit of excess sticker that's sticking out there. And then it all gets stuck to my finger, and then I can't get it off. Okay, I'm in love with this. Okay, so we finished that sheet of, what are those called? Finished that. We got some functional in here with the pastel boxes, and now we can kind of go in, and I'm going to spiffy up some things. So I'm going to add this like get it done sticker. Let's see. I can even add in some of the purple. So I'm going to add in some of those. I have one that says get it done too. Actually, let's move this one. We'll put this one over here so I can have purple on that side. And then we'll put this get it done over here. Since I already have a get it done there, kind of just trying to separate them. And by adding those, I unintentionally added some gold foil. So now we're going to go in and add in a little bit more boxes and add in a little bit more of that gold foil. Because why not? Have a little bit more purple. And okay. And then we can add in some of these flowers. I even have purple flowers. And just some of the extra little pieces, some extra sparkles, all that good stuff. And I know these books have quotes in them somewhere. These are really big. Let's see if they're smaller in the mini. I don't think they are. Okay, kind of. At least have one that'll work better. So I'm going to stick that in here. Okay. I feel like that's better. I am loving how this turned out. I just forget about these books, and I honestly, I've been hoarding them. I haven't forgotten. I knew they were there, but I'm also hoarding them because I love these big stickers. And I feel like these are always really fun if you don't have a lot going on, um, and you're just needing to fill in, but you want to plan and you need to fill in space. These are always really fun to use. So anyway, I didn't forget about it intentionally. I was just hoarding them. Okay, I have another genie lamp. I am going to add it in here over on this side because then I was able to finish that page. So we finished 3 sheets of stickers today. Success, and we're not even done. Okay, so I think that is it. So we use the princess plans in the classic and the mini. Wow, I really need to stick a ring. I don't have a ring on the mini, so it's just like completely falling apart. I feel like I did at some point and I must have taken it off, but I need to add that on. So princess plans and then princess magic to finish that one off. I love this spread. I think it came out so cute. Katrina, I so hope that you love your spread. Let's go ahead and move to our next one. Alrighty, the next spread we are doing is for Gina, and she asked for a birthday spread for her daughter. And her daughter's birthday is on Sunday, so we have it dated. This is for September. But she said she loves all shades of green, so we're going to be doing a green vibe spread. So I redated these pages in pastel greens because I chose this sticker book, and I'm so glad I got this one. It's the Rainbow Birthday by Kelva Plan, and there's these gorgeous birthday themed with the cakes. So I thought those would be really pretty. My only thing was like, I was like, I feel like I can't do a spread with just those. So I did pull out some scraps because I think these will look really, really pretty with this and just kind of make the whole page pop. We're going to go full on green. And then I think I could also go in with some rainbow florals. So I got to see, because I just now thought about that. I was like, I don't know why I didn't think about pulling out the rainbow florals, because that's literally the same. I feel like those are really similar, but these are really bright. So I'm just going to pull all the boxes out, or not the boxes, all the greens out that I have, and kind of see if I can find something to kind of match. So far, I think these ones are going to be the best option. These are Rainbow Floral Collections from Amber Plans Her Day. And then there's also quotes in here that are in that green shade too. So far, that's my go-to. Let me check a couple others. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Amber Plans Her Day florals, kind of pool all of these things together, and then we're just going to make a green vibe spread, which I think will be really fun. So I'm going to start with these scraps. Now these ones are pretty much the same as what I used for the last spread, but they're in green, and I'm like, they're just so pretty. Like, I have to do it, you guys. It's just too pretty not to use. These just like really pretty marbly kind of effect. It's just gorgeous, and it's this gorgeous emerald green color. Like, come on. Okay, so I'm going to go in and start laying these in. Trying really hard to stick these in different spots than where I stuck them before. I do have a giant green corner floral, so I am going to pull that out now, because otherwise I will forget, because that's usually what happens. So I am going to stick this one in there. Oh, it still has paper on it. I was like, why is this part not sticky? Duh. I pulled up some of the sticker with it. Okay, so let's stick this over here. Maybe. Nice big floral over there. And then I have a smaller corner piece that will stick down over here. Make it that really pretty look in there too. And then I have another really big floral that I'm going to stick over on the other side as well. I'm going to put this one down because I know I need to put a box over on Wednesday. So I want to make sure I'm leaving an area right there for a box. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the birthday stickers, and I'm going to kind of layer these in and just kind of have them present. So let's add one in there. Also, I love this piece, and sticking it in here is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm gonna stick that over there. Okay, and then we're gonna be sticking a box over here. So I think I'm gonna wait to put that over there. I'm gonna wait a second. I'm gonna get ahead of myself. Let me pull out some greens. So I feel like pastel will be a good option for some green, especially these lighter, like pulling the lighter colors out of here. So I am gonna pull out the pastel, and that's also what I used to get the numbers in, so that way they'll match, which is always fun. So I'm gonna stick a box in here. Oh my gosh, if I can lay things down straight, that would be a dream. Dream come true. I do need a bigger, so I'm gonna go in with a full box of pastel. I'm gonna grab that out, and I'm gonna stick this right in here. Did not lay this down nice. Oops. There's too much stuff on my desk. Just pulling this up because there's like a bump and it's gonna bother me. Okay. Just stretching that out a little bit. Okay, so now we have a full box there. She also requested a checklist. So I'm gonna go in with Jewel Tone and Pastel, check it off because this will have the green. And I also could pull in a whole nother shade of green too. So let's pull in a dark green. This one's actually from the Jewel Tone colors. This one's pretty. Get a checklist in here. Okay, now that I have that down and I can kind of see where that was laid, I am going to go in with another like cake sticker. Oh my gosh. Just pulling up the backing on all of these, aren't I? I'm going to stick this one down here. And we also have balloons that are really pretty. So I'm going to stick those on there as well. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with more of these scraps. Even more of colors. This will kind of help pull in some more color in here. I feel like I need more of this like darker shade. I'm going to cut this in half. And I'm going to kind of extend this one over. I'm trying to figure out, add a little bit more. I'm just trying to get this darker green in here because it's really only on the other side right now. It's just kind of extending a couple of the spots to get more of that green in here. And then we will add more of the florals because otherwise I feel like it's like I did those gigantic florals and then did nothing else. So I'm gonna layer in a couple of those. Get some more of these florals in here. Trim this flat. Kind of have this layer. Okay. This is so pretty. Okay, I did pull out some birthday quotes. So I have these quotes from Planet Darby, so I'm gonna pull out just a few. Oh gosh. No. They're always trying to go where I don't want them. Okay, so I'm going to put the birthday sticker over there. And then this one is holiday quotes from Amber Plans Her Day. And we're going to see if we can add in some other quotes. I'm going to stick this one in here. Set your goals high and don't stop until you get there. And then in this floral book, there's a couple of green. And I also have errands, which she said she needed that checklist for errands and to-dos. So add this in here for that. And then add in some more of this green color quote. Okay. I think that looks really pretty. I love these colors. I love doing spreads too that kind of focus on one color scheme because I feel like it makes it a lot easier, but it's also just more fun. I just feel like I have more fun with spreads like that. Okay, I have some little presents I'm also going to add in here. I also have a couple little garland pieces. Oh my gosh, it's not where I want to do. Lay that in there. Get a couple garland pieces. And I'm going to go back to something. This is so pretty. It's so pretty. I love doing one color spreads. I feel like they're the most fun to do. I feel like I'm going to put a couple extra boxes. She only said these two for sure, but I'm just going to put like one or two because I can't not. And I have like some empty space. So I'm actually going to grab jewel tone boxes and I'm going to go find that green since we put some of that dark green in here. And I'm just going to put like one or two little extra boxes. Then I can kind of get some of that same color in here to match the checklists. Happy Friday. Okay, there we go. Then I can, because then it makes it easier. Then I can set some of these cakes on top because I always just feel weird having things just like floating. And so this way I can kind of stick some of these on top. That way I have somewhere to put them. And then that way they're not just like floating in oblivion, you know? Just gives me a little bit of peace of mind. Okay, I had one more green floral, so I'm going to just grab that one. Because I literally only have one more. And then we're going to have to kind of figure out how to use it. Because it's a weird shape. But I'm thinking somewhere in here. So maybe we cut it in half. Give myself some of that floral. That's a lot right there, isn't it? I mean, no matter where I put it, it's going to be a lot. No matter where it goes. I guess I could put it over here, and then that way we're not completely leaving the sidebar over here hanging. And maybe I can stick in like at least one of these pieces too, just to kind of add in a little bit, even if I just add it along the side, maybe. And then I'll just trim off the extra. Okay, that way then it's just not hanging out by itself. Get a little bit of decoration over on that side. Okay, I think this turned out so pretty. I love a good rainbow inspired, like one color kind of vibe spread. So I think this is fun. And we pulled together quite a few books. We did the birthday book from Kelva Plan, Rainbow Florals, Rainbow Floral Collections from Amber Plans Her Day. We used these scraps to kind of get just like a fun, unique, all green vibe spread. So, but there we go, Gina. I so hope that you love your spread. Alrighty, and there we go. 2 spreads ready to go to their homes. I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!